They are lifting some type of large piece of grating. Looks like maybe a rebar section. I'm gonna go get the mic. Good morning. Pretty interesting. Hey Chris, good morning. Chris says the rebar goes to the new board foundation holes. Well, Julian, Tony, good morning. 10 of 9. Roger. I'm not sure. Double naughty, good stuff. View Publishing, good stuff. Carl, good morning. Sherry. Hey Stephen, good morning. It's kind of hidden behind right next to the tower there, but they have a large section. There you go, you can see it. Okay, the new water cooled steel floor. Okay, Tony, where is that steel floor? Okay, it's at the production site, huh? Okay. Roger, there's no, I think you don't need a permit to get a large stick. I have a large stick, actually. I've got a 20 to 25 foot pole with a camera attachment at the end. I haven't used it in a long time. Oh, to use maybe over at the production site is what you're thinking, huh? Maybe I'll get the other camera and do some video of that right now as well with the other with the Nikon. I can get the close-up shot and post it later. Let me go back to the truck here. Okay, I've got two cameras here. If there's wind sound, let me know and I'll plug in the mic. I have the mic here, but let me know if I need to plug it in. I don't currently have it plugged in. Sounds good? Okay, thanks. Yeah, they still have that large HVAC thing going, so it's about $10,000. I think we calculated every 12 hours. So that's what they're spending on the electrical here to keep the site active. They have one of them going 24/7. Okay, I got some close-up shots of everything there. Yeah, we'll upload it later. Pretty interesting. I don't know if they're going to be lowering it down. I would assume they're going to lower it into the pit there. I remember them saying, I'm going to plug in the mic here. Plugged in. I remember them saying that the hole that they drilled into the underneath the pad there was about twice the height of the orbital launch platform. So that's what we're looking at, that steel mesh thing. That what is it called? Rebar. That's hanging, I believe. The chat here has been saying that it's going into the holes underneath the platform there, but it is twice the height pretty much of the orbital launch platform, so that would make sense if that was dropped into one of those areas. It's got the height that they'd need for that, right? I didn't see a lot of guys running around at the base there, at the base of that piece, so I don't know if they're giving it too much attention right now, but we'll see. Awesome. Tony, good. Yeah, the Fonda inventory video, that's good. I just uploaded a video of the inventory before going live. Good, good. Just a, yep. Stuff has been getting delivered and arriving all over the world. People have ordered all over, so I'm very happy about the international orders being delivered. I went live because they have that thing lifted up, and that's kind of unique. I'd never seen anything like that before. If you were to scroll back to the very beginning of this live video, if you're watching in the future, it's not going to be live, but they just lifted this thing up from near the concrete pad to the right. That from the right side of the screen, they lifted it up from the right side from over here. And then they lifted it over to the position it's in right now. So, never seen that happen before. If they drilled a, okay, Roger. Yeah, I'll get a shot as close as I can with the other camera. You'll have to check in later for the close-up shot, but of where it touches down. Yeah, I did that with the Nikon already, but I'll do it again. From this angle, I can't get the exact spot where it's touching down. There's some machinery in the way from this angle. It's still lifted up a little ways, probably about 10-15 feet off the ground still. I don't see it touching the ground from this angle. We can see the top of it right almost in line with one of the, right over here. We can see there's a bar next to it on the tower. If we watch the top, we can see if it lowers down at all. Yep. They definitely have a lot of machinery here on site. Yeah, the machines are in the way. There is a orange machine at the very bottom, kind of in line with the mesh there, right here, that orange machine. And I can see through it with a Nikon camera, but it's not touching the ground. Right over there, it's not reaching the ground, so it has to come down a little ways before it can touch the ground. It's off the ground right now. At least that's the way it looks like to me. You know, like a couple days ago, there was a large vehicle here, and they had a drone, and they were going up and down the highway here with their drone. I was very surprised. It looked like a different drone than the SpaceX one, so it wasn't SpaceX, but there was somebody out here with a drone zipping up and down the highway here. Just, I don't think they were SpaceX, so. Kind of in the early morning time frame, if I remember correctly. Looks like they may be dropping off some rock or dirt or something. We can see that dump truck on the bottom left. Either that or taking it out, trucking it out. I'm not sure. Looks like they're backing up to drop it off. Yeah, they're taking it right under the platform there. All right, they're filling up some of the platform, it looks like. Yep, they just unloaded. You can see that right there at the bottom left, right over there. Maybe, you know, sometimes when you're doing rebar or concrete, you want to make sure the height of the ground is a certain distance, you know, from the, so maybe they're putting a little bit of dirt or rock underneath in that hole so that they have the right height that they want when they have put the rebar in. That's one thought. Just one thought. I can trek out around and get a different shot. If you guys want to catch up in a little bit, I can walk around the back and possibly get a better shot and do the live stream from out there. Short Aristocrat, good morning. Yep, good morning. Other than that, it's looked like a little bit of an overcast day, but we have the sun's coming up. It's still early. It's around 8 o'clock in the morning, I think. And let me see what time it is. About 8:46 in the morning. They've been working around the clock here, it looks like, and last night they had up some string lights on top of the orbital launch platform there. The weather is 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius. The winds from the southeast at 26 kilometers. Humidity is 91% humidity, 91. Eighty degrees Fahrenheit, 16 miles an hour. I'll zoom out a bit. We'll get a larger shot. Yeah, that is hot. Yeah. Just starting out though. I think it's still just the morning. It's been looking like we might be getting some rain, but not right now. It doesn't look like it. Over the last few days, it looked like kind of get more rain. A little zoom out shot. The site looks good. Looks like a lot of people coming back to the site. 14 Celsius in the UK right now. Okay, interesting. Getting out my other mic, just the wired mic instead of the wireless. I'm gonna switch it out right now. Here we go. Okay, mic. Save on the battery for the other one. Better? Okay, that's good. Thanks, Steve. It's good to hear. All right, Short Aristocrat is building his rocket. Needs to put the flaps on and the propellant KNO3 and sugar. Interesting. Potassium nitrate and sugar. Potassium, nitrogen, oxygen, and sugar. Good. That's kind of what's going on. Fertilizer and sugar, that's cool. There are some people cleaning up the highway. They have yellow some yellow bags that they're picking up some of the litter along the side of the highway. Gonna give them their little bit of respect. See them on the right side of the screen, picking up some of the, cleaning up the highway. Roger, which grates are you talking about? I'm not sure where you're referring to. I can get about 20 feet closer, so not much closer. The fence line is, there's some stakes for the fence line here. I could also go to the far side, to the south side of the, to this side of the launch platform, and I can get about within 1,000 feet a shot from that side. We may be on the better side though, since this grading that we're looking at is on our side of the platform. Looks like this is see, this is kind of the east-northeast side of the orbital launch platform. If we went over to the south side, we might not have such a good view on this side. Yeah, there used to be a fence line over there that we could go right up to, next to that black container on the bottom left of the screen. I used to be able to go right up to that fence and do video, but they closed it off and they staked it. So the SpaceX property actually extends to these stakes out here that we're looking at along this line here. It forms a big rectangle around the launch site. I have not seen any tiles yet, but somebody, a couple weeks ago, there was a guy that had driven south on the Mexican side of the border, and he had driven like over 100 miles along the beach there, and he did find some tiles. There are some people I've heard on South Padre Island that have been finding heat tiles, but that's a little bit north of here, about 7 miles north of here. So I know the current along the Gulf of Mexico here kind of pushes north a little bit. If you jump in the ocean, it'll move you and your feet aren't in the sand. If you're in the ocean swimming and you're kind of floating, you'll get pushed north a little bit. So maybe as the Starship and booster launched, maybe that current is taking those tiles north instead of back west, you know. That's why I think they're finding the tiles up there and not so much here at Boca Chica. You know, SpaceX does patrol the beach here with they have a kind of like a golf cart, and I believe at least once a day, if not several times a day, they have people driving up and down the beach here. So they may be picking up any of the stuff that comes in closer here. Cielo 2061. I have a Nikon camera, so I did get much closer shots that I'll upload later, and it'll look like we're a lot closer. Yeah, so I have that. I have those shots. If they start moving it down and dropping it into the hole there, I'll get a better shot again, and I'll get that as it happens. Yeah, correct, Cielo. This is just about as close as we can get and still get the shot, yes. Cielo, Roger asked about any of the big concrete chunks. Could they be found on the beach? Yeah, some of the stuff has been found on the beach, but I haven't found any large chunks. I have picked up a bunch of debris from the beach, and I've got several pieces of it for sale on eBay in the description of this video. I have picked up directly from the beach different debris. We could see that this rebar that's hanging at the top here, right up here, let me see, right over here, it is moving a little bit to the right on the screen, so, and it's moving in the air, so it's not setting on the ground yet, I don't believe. It's still suspended. They must be preparing something on the ground. Guys, we can see it swaying in the wind there. What was that in Hawaii? Hello. Hey, so one of the questions was, how does the fuel tank work, right? Yeah, so it's a mixture of, apparently, of liquid oxygen and liquid methane. And, you know, they're sent through the Raptor engines, and I guess there's some type of igniter or something like that where it catches fire. And then they just, you know, oxygen and methane, mixing the two. Yeah, cool. Morgan says saw some of the pieces on the beach. Yep, good stuff. They have done some spin prime tests here at SpaceX. So they've simulated the pressure and everything else in the Raptor engines. I believe using liquid nitrogen and other stuff if they wanted to do it. And they've even spin primed, I believe, with the liquid oxygen and everything else. They had a, one time they were doing that, and they had an ignition, unexpected ignition of the, during the spin prime test. So as far as what are the specs on the Raptor engines and also the flight characteristics, I've asked that also here in the last few days. Even on Reddit, I asked what are the Vmax and everything else of the Starship, and they said even SpaceX would like to know what the specs are on the Starship. So they are still figuring it out at SpaceX. So I personally don't know what the pressure in bars is of the Raptor engines or anything else. Helena, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yep, I saw your chat yesterday. You missed the live stream. Good morning, evening. It's midnight for you over there, I believe. Good on you. Maybe 11, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think it's midnight in Australia. Good stuff. Yeah, so some of the excitement that we're seeing is they have that 10 p.m. All right, time change. They have this suspended piece here of rebar that maybe is going to be getting lowered down into the hole next to the platform there. Well, it's definitely good to be out here right now. This is live, Elaine. Yes. Elon said it'd be ready in how many weeks? Let me see. 8 weeks. Cool. Plutonium 239. All right. Okay, I would say your name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the squiggly line name here. If you push 300 bars from the tank to the engine, thrust will be much larger, but fuel and ignition chamber need to hold that pressure. Interesting. Cool. I like it. There's a lot of noise coming from over at the overlaunch platform right now. Like, I'm not sure if it's some type of pressure or some type of pressure washing, or maybe it's an acetylene torch, or there is some type of sound that's like that. This that V-shaped thing at the bottom, almost center of the screen, moving to the right there. I heard that was some type of like concrete pouring thing or something like that. It's a moving a drill of some sort. Okay, that's cool. So Chris, thanks. Let me get that with the Nikon camera. I'm gonna focus on the other camera for a moment here while I do this. Let me get some additional shots. Okay, I got a picture of that driver bit stuff. I'm gonna go get a additional power from the vehicle, and then I'll be back in a few. Okay, I'm going to have to sacrifice audio in exchange for power. Can only connect one thing to the lightning adapter here. So we're going to sacrifice the audio for the power. All right, the power's connected, but the audio is different. Sounds better? Okay. I'm standing in the wind, so I'm blocking some of that wind coming through, but that's good. Good. It sounds almost like they're doing some type of pressure air type thing. Maybe checking, like if you were doing the tires on your truck or your car, that type of air sound. It looks like they're pouring dirt there on the top left, on bottom left. They're just doing it right now. So, yeah, it definitely looks like they're bringing in some type of dirt. Just had an ant bite into my ankle. You know, I'm looking for that rebar, and it looks like it's moved. Maybe been lowered. I think they've lowered that rebar quite a bit. It was very high up, and now it's not where it was. Definitely. I think they've lowered it quite a bit. I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to get out quite a distance, maybe 1,200 feet, 1,000, 2,000 feet from the road here. See if I can get a shot of that where that bar is going into the ground, because they have lowered it quite a bit, and it would be something to see if we could see that. So I'm going to switch it up here, see if I can get closer from a different angle and get that shot. See you soon. I'll show you briefly what I'm talking about here. There is a... trying to find it now. It's hard to see. There's a bar around in this area. Yeah, Steve, thanks. Yeah, I'll live stream when I get into position. So see you soon, I guess. Maybe in about 10, 15 minutes, I'll live stream again. In the middle? Okay. Good stuff. Thank you.